My name is Francine Milford and I'm the owner-creator of Tuning Fork Therapy. This video goes hand in hand along with the book Tuning Fork Therapy Level 1. In this book we're going to demonstrate many techniques that you can use with your tuning forks. I'm not going to go into the history on this video, but it'll be all in the books. So make sure you have a book on hand. You can get your copy online or from my website at www.tuningforktherapy.com. When you order your Tuning Fork Therapy Level 1 certification, what you're going to receive is this book, this set of student harmonic set of tuning forks, a hockey puck, and a little video, perhaps this one in time. And what you're going to do is, when you get your tuning fork set, what I want you to do is go ahead and open it and take out the tuning forks and place them out in front of you. I want you to put it from the highest or the tallest tuning fork on down to the shortest tuning fork. And then take a look at them. And what you're going to see is that the tallest tuning fork says C, 256 Hertz on it, and the shortest tuning fork says C, 512 Hertz. If you're sitting at a piano, this is the middle of the piano. We call that the middle C. Sometimes you can call it the low C, just so you know the difference between the low C and the high C. Together, from C to C is an octave. And the piano has several octaves. If you're sitting, you'll see the white keys. These are the white keys from C to C. You'll see another set and another set going up, and you'll see another set and another set going down. What I want you to realize is, just by looking at your set, and you're looking at, they start tall and then go down, that the higher up the piano you go, the higher the tones are, the shorter your tuning fork is going to look. And that's how you end up with the angel tuning forks, which are quite small. By the same reasoning, if you're going down the piano and there's getting louder and deeper, then the tuning forks are going to get quite tall. And that's where you come out with the auto forks, and even the unweighted is very long. So when you go down and you're going to get the taller forks, one of the tallest forks that are made currently is this. It's 25 Hertz, and this has what's called weights on them. So whenever you see the ball of metal like this is called weighted tuning fork. So this is a weighted tuning fork. This is not a weighted tuning fork. What they've done is, instead of making the tuning fork this tall, which is what it would need to be to do the 25 Hertz, they took this extra amount of material, rolled it into a ball, and put it on the ends so that they can make the fork shorter. If you're familiar with the tuning fork, it comes to about here with the weights on it. Without the weights, it would be actually this tall. So this is what they do, and that's the difference. A lot of people like weighted tuning forks because it sounds louder, it holds the sounds longer, but do you need to have them? No. Because actually I don't like to work with weighted ones too much outside of the tuning fork, because my fingers would get tired at the end of the day, especially if I had several clients that day. Holding the tuning forks can get quite hard. So let's go ahead and talk about holding the tuning forks. So when you hold the tuning forks, one thing I like about the student fork is that it has a little notch. And what I want you to do is hold your fingers on that notch, and that's the proper place to hold your forks. Then you're going to go ahead and take the activator. You measure 2/3 of the way down your fork, and this is where I want you to activate it. And it's a little like a little karate chop move, that quick. That's the best way to activate your fork. You can use a lot of different things to activate your fork. Another common one is the mallet. You can use it like that. You can even turn around, use it like that. You can use a block of wood like this. If you want to soften it, use your hand, the meat of your hand, use the top of your thigh, and that will help to soften the tone in case your clients become agitated with a large, loud sound. Another thing you can do is the harder the object, the louder the sound's going to be. So you notice the difference between this and this to the soft. You can also hit it on a carpeted floor if you like. You can also hit two together. But be careful, because if you go to the corners, you're going to end up chipping your tuning forks. And there's not much you're going to be able to do after you've chipped them. You can sand, but there's just not that much you can do to keep your pure quality of your tones. So let's talk about the number for a second. Every tuning fork has its own number. This tells you a lot, and basically it was created by Mr. Hertz, and what it is how many times the tuning fork vibrates or goes back and forth in a second. So when you activate your tuning fork, it's going back and forth, sometimes so fast your naked eye can't see it. In this case, you're not going to be able to see anything probably over 200. It's just going to be too fast for you. But if you take a tuning fork like this, which is 25, you can see it actually moving back and forth, and if you count really fast, you'll be able to count 25 times vibrations per second, and that's for the 25 Hertz Scott. This is from the bone tuning fork set. I use a 25 and a 50 for that. Again, see that? I usually activate large forks like this a little differently. Usually I'll have it set on the person I'm working on, and then I will bang it like that. To me, that just works better than using one of these. How to clean your tuning forks. Try to avoid corrosive materials like harsh detergents. And what I do is I just use a simple cleaning solution that I use on my massage table. So when I clean the massage tables, I'm going to clean them also with this and wipe them with a paper towel or a soft rag. Another thing is, if I'm using them directly on the skin, I will use an alcohol wipe before and after each use, just for hygiene purposes and sanitation. To store your tuning forks, you can store them in the little case that you were given, or you can get yourself a block. This is one of my home projects. I actually made this block myself with my husband helping guide me, and you can store your tuning forks standing up like this, and then that would be fine too. This is actually the premium harmonic set. So we have the student harmonic set, and you can tell the difference because of the notch. And this is just a little bit more powerful. Now, why did I choose this? Well, because number one, it keeps the cost down for when you first purchase your set. And I still use this set for pets, for children, and for the very ill elderly people. Because for a lot of people who are really, really sick, these tones are going to be too loud for them. So these I say for people who are just into sound therapy, who really want to just enjoy it, or maybe get some balancing. But children and pets are very keen senses. You don't need louder is better. It just doesn't work. It may work for you, but it doesn't work for your client. And ultimately, as a therapist, you're going to have to decide, are you in this for you, or are you in it for your client? So you're going to make decisions based on how you feel about your practice.
So when you want to do the spiral tuning fork technique, go ahead and grab the notches, and you're going to do downward. So we're going to do a downward here, and we're going to do a circle over the area as large as the area is. And then we're going to slowly spiral inward and pulling it upward. And then you're going to take it up and shake it off. And then you're going to go activate again. And you're going to do a circle as big as the area. Again, about 1 to 2 inches up from off the body. You're going to come up and take it up and shake it off. Now when we do the horizontal is going to lay with the flat tines against the body, 1 to 2 inches above the physical body. So you're going to activate it, and you're going to slowly bring it across the body from one end to the other and back again. And I normally count to 20 to 30 seconds. I'll take it, I'll then shake it off, activate it again, and repeat 3 times. So the spirals are 3 and the horizontal is 3. If you feel that you need to do more than 3, you can. There's no rules that says you can only do 3. You can do 5, 6, 20, whatever you feel the client needs at that one time. Thank you.
I'm going to demonstrate the spiraling and horizontal technique that you can do on yourself. We're going to begin with the C, the low C tuning fork. As you can see, I have them all lined up ready to go in the way that I'm going to use them. So we're going to start with the C first. Towards the root, you're going to start a 12-inch spiral. You're going to make that spiral smaller and smaller as you move further and further away. About 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds. Take it out, shake it out, activate again. Go ahead for the D, for the sacral. You're going to move on to the E at the solar plexus. F for the heart. G for the throat. A for the brow. B for the crown. And then the high C for the soul star chakra. And then we're going to say do. When you're all finished, set your forks down, put your hands on your lap, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Nice and slow and deep. Feel the vibrations through your body. See if there's any areas of stress or complaint or discomfort. And go ahead and bring your mind there now. And bring thoughts of peace and harmony. Relax and release. Inhale, relax, exhale, and release. You can do this every day to help clear the chakras, help keep your body in tone and healthy.
So when you want to do the spiral tuning fork technique, go ahead and grab the notches and you're going to do downward. So we're going to do a downward here and we're going to do a circle over the area as large as the area is. And then we're going to slowly spiral inward and pulling it upward. And then you're going to take it up and shake it off. And then you're going to go activate again. And you're going to do a circle as big as the area. Again, about 1 to 2 inches up from off the body. You're going to come up and take it up and shake it off. Now when we do the horizontal is going to lay with the flat tines against the body 1 to 2 inches above the physical body. So you're going to activate it and you're going to slowly bring it across the body from one end to the other and back again. And I normally count to 20 to 30 seconds. I'll take it, I'll then shake it off, activate it again, and repeat 3 times. So the spirals are 3 and the horizontal is 3. If you feel that you need to do more than 3, you can. There's no rules that says you can only do 3. You can do 5, 6, 20, whatever you feel the client needs at that one time. Thank you.
a lot of groups of people that I will not use direct contact with the tuning forks on. One of those groups are those that have stents or tubes placed into their body. They could be in the heart, they can be in the veins. You don't want to do anything that has the potential of dislodging or moving the stents or the tubes. Another group of people are pregnant women. Those women who are carrying babies, I like to avoid the abdominal area because it is filled with the amniotic fluid, which conducts the sound and could make the vibrations and sound much larger to the developing fetus. So you could do the rest of the body, just avoid that area. Another group is those people that have pins or screws placed in their body. You can do the rest of the areas, but just avoid that specific area where the pin is. Now, that's if the pin is made of steel, because steel has a vibration that goes along with the tuning forks. So if the pins are made of titanium or plastic or ceramic, then you're not going to have a problem. You can go right ahead, right directly on that area, and you're not going to have a problem with it. It's only those that are steel. Another group of people is those with broken bones or hairline fractures, and that's because you can cause great pain if you use a tuning fork directly on that area. Athletic trainers carry a tuning fork in their bags, so if an athlete is injured on the field, they take that tuning fork, activate it, and put it on that area that was injured. If the client screams out in pain, then they send them on to get an x-ray or MRI, because then they know that's been an injury to the bone. If the bone hasn't been injured, the vibration isn't going to hurt if it's just a muscular situation. And the last group of people are those with pacemakers. You can do the rest of the body and just avoid the heart where the pacemaker is. I don't want to do anything with vibrations that could cause a situation of it moving or shifting within that area. So just avoid it. We're here to help our client, so let's do it wisely and efficiently and safely.